The prophecy has been fulfilled. The war has officially begun. You have been warned, and now the time has come. But before I reveal what is unfolding, I want you to see it for yourself. Watch this clip carefully, because what you are about to witness is not just news. It is the beginning of something much bigger, something that will shake the very foundations of the world.
I'm Helena Humphrey. Good to have you with us. We begin with breaking news out of the White House, where US President Donald Trump has signed tariffs on imports from Canada, Mexico and China, America's top trading partners. Now, a 25% tariff is imposed on Canadian goods, with a 10% levy placed on Canadian oil exports. Mexico has been slapped with a similar 25% tax. President Trump has also placed a 10% tariff on all Chinese goods coming into the United States.
Did you see it? President Donald Trump has imposed a 25% terrifying Canadian and Mexican imports and a 10% terrifying goods from China. This is not just an economic move. It is a declaration of war in a new form. And now, the retaliation has begun. Canada has struck back with tariffs of its own. Mexico is preparing to retaliate as well. But do not think for a second that this will stop here. This is the opening act of a long and destructive battle. Economies will tremble. Markets will fall. And those who are unprepared will be left in ruins. This is not a drill. This is not speculation. This is happening right now. And the consequences will be severe. Comment below. I will not be blind to the truth. Like, share, and subscribe, because what you are about to hear next is critical. The Holy Spirit has already revealed to us that this is only the beginning. The trade war is not just about money. It is a battle for control, for power, for the shifting of global dominance. You will not hear this on the mainstream news because they want to keep you blind, distracted, and unprepared. But I am here to tell you the truth. The economic turmoil that has begun will ripple across the globe, affecting every nation, every home, every person. The prices of your groceries, your gas, your utilities, they will rise like never before. The cost of living will become unbearable. And those who are unprepared will suffer the most. Inflation will spiral out of control. And the value of money will decline at an alarming rate. The retaliation is coming fast. Canada has already made its move, and Mexico is next. But do not think for one second that it will end there. Europe is watching. China is waiting. And when the next phase unfolds, there will be no turning back. A domino effect has been set into motion. And once it begins, the collapse will be swift and brutal. This is not just about terrorists. This is about a global shift that will change everything. You know, you must prepare now while there is still time. Those who delay will regret their inaction when they see empty store shelves and skyrocketing prices. Comment below. I will prepare and stay awake. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next revelation is even more urgent. This war will not remain in the economic realm. When the financial collapse begins, it will spiral into chaos. Banks will close, markets will crash, nations will point fingers, and tensions will rise beyond control. What begins as an economic war will soon become a conflict unlike any the world has ever seen. The Bible has warned us of these times. Those who have ears to hear, listen now. The signs are all around you. This is not just about politics. This is about the fulfillment of prophecy. The birth pains have begun, and soon, nations will rise against nations in ways we never thought possible. The Holy Spirit has given clear guidance. Prepare yourselves, for the storm is coming. Do not be deceived into thinking life will go on as normal. Do not wait until the shelves are empty. Do not wait until your money is worthless. The warning has been given. The wise will act now. Look at the patterns of history. When economic collapses happen, civil unrest follows. The government will not be able to save you. They will turn their attention to protecting themselves while the people suffer. Do not let yourself be among those cut off guard. Comment below. I trust God's plan and will not be afraid. Like this video and share it, because others need to hear this before it's too late. What happens next will shock the world. The alliances being formed behind closed doors will soon be revealed. When the truth comes out, it will be too late for many to prepare. The time for comfort is over. The time for action is now. The hidden agendas of world leaders are coming to light, and when they finally reveal their full intentions, the masses will realize they have been deceived, but by then it will be too late to turn back. Those who were blind will cry out for help, but they will find no refuge. Those who ignore this warning will find themselves caught in the storm with no way out. But those who listen, those who take heed, those who prepare will find shelter in the Lord. Remember, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of wisdom. Take this message seriously. Do not be among those who mock and scoff, for they will regret their blindness. The wise will take action now, while there is still a window of time to prepare. The unwise will laugh today, but will weep tomorrow when they realize what has come upon them. Comment below. I stand with God and will not be shaken. Every day the signs are becoming clear. Every decision that world leaders make is pointing toward the inevitable. The global system is crumbling, and those who refuse to see it will suffer the greatest. This is your final warning. The pieces are moving, and soon the final act will begin. There will be no more delays. You must act now. The storm is no longer on the horizon, it is here. Important note for true Christians. We deeply appreciate your support in helping us spread God's message of hope. Love and blessings. If this message has inspired or uplifted you, please consider showing your gratitude by giving a $20 super thanks. Your contribution helps us continue creating more content that touches lives and brings people closer to God. By clicking the super thanks button below, you are not only supporting our hard work, but also helping to extend God's love to more hearts around the world. Thank you for being part of this mission and for your generous support. The Lord has been revealing truths that many refuse to see. This is not random, nor is it coincidence. This is a meticulously orchestrated plan that has been in motion for decades. The forces at play are far greater than any government or institution. What we are about to witness is the unraveling of a system designed to keep you in the dark. Shortages will increase. Supply chains will collapse, and soon the comforts of modern life will be stripped away before your eyes. The time for ignorance has passed. Now you must decide whether to face reality or be crushed beneath it. The warning signs are everywhere, yet many still turn a blind eye. Mark my words, America. You are standing on the press episode disaster. You must prepare now, because what is coming will not just shake you. It will shatter the very foundation of your livelihood. This is not paranoia. This is not exaggeration. This is the cold, hard truth unfolding at an unstoppable pace. The Lord has warned us repeatedly, but many have refused to listen. The time for warnings is almost over. Those who refuse to see will pay the price of their own blindness. Every event that is unfolding has been foretold, and the clock is running out. Comment below. I will not ignore the signs of the times. Like, share, and subscribe, because what comes next will change everything. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 22:3, "The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it." If you are still in denial, you are among the simple. The wise are preparing. They are gathering supplies. They are securing their families. They are strengthening their faith, because only those who stand on the rock of the Lord will endure what is coming. There will be panic in the streets. Families will be torn apart by desperation. Those who laughed at the warnings will be left with nothing but regret. It is no longer a question of if, it is a question of when. Listen carefully, because I am going to tell you what happens next. The coming weeks and months will bring financial instability, unlike anything we have seen. The stock market will convulse violently. The economic downturn will be swift and brutal. Major corporations will collapse under the pressure. Millions of jobs will vanish overnight. The working class will bear the heaviest burden, as those who are already struggling will be pushed into an abyss of poverty and despair. The comfortable lives many have known will soon become a distant memory, replaced by fear and uncertainty. Comment below. I choose wisdom over blindness. Subscribe and turn on notifications. This information is too critical to miss. But the economic collapse is only the beginning. Nations will begin to choose sides. Some will align with the United States, while others will break away, fueling tensions that will ignite into something far deadlier. The global stage is shifting. Wars have been fought over far less. And history has shown us time and time again that economic battles pay the way for military conflict. Trade wars do not remain economic. They become territorial. They become violent. They become catastrophic. A single missed step, a single provocation, and the world could find itself on the brink of total destruction. Those who have been watching, waiting, and plotting against the United States have been preparing for this moment. They have studied our weaknesses. They know how to strike. They know that a weakened America is an easy target. And make no mistake, when the opportunity presents itself, they will take it. You must be ready. You must not be caught off guard. when the headlines shift from financial collapse to something much, much worse. History is repeating itself, and those who ignore it will suffer the greatest consequences. Comment below. I stand prepared and alert. Like this video and share it, because knowledge is power and ignorance is defeat. What comes next will shock the world. Governments will scramble to maintain control, but they will fail. They will impose restrictions, limitations, and harsh measures to keep the masses in check. Freedoms will be eroded in the name of security. Those who have placed their trust in earthly leaders will find themselves betrayed. Only those who have placed their faith in God will find peace. There in the midst of the storm, the world is, we know, it is crumbling, and only those who stand firm in faith will withstand what is coming. This is not speculation. This is not fear-mongering. This is the reality that is about to unfold. Those who ignore this message will remember these words. When it is too late, the wise will act now. The foolish will scarf and suffer. What will you choose? Will you stand firm or will you fall with the rest? The decisions you make today will determine your future. There will be no second chances when the storm arrives. Comment below. I trust in God and take action today. This is your final warning. The time to prepare is now. The storm is no longer coming, it is here. Do not wait until it is too late. Do not assume that life will continue as it always has. Everything is changing, and only those who take action will be ready. God is calling you to stand, to prepare and to trust in Him. The wise will hear and respond, but the foolish will ignore and suffer. Which one will you be? Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because the next revelation will be even more urgent. Like and share this video so others may see before it's too late. Stay vigilant, stay prepared, and most importantly, stay with God.